Guys, welcome to OVWear sewing tutorial. Today we'll be cutting and sewing this camo gown with button down. We'll be using this denim material, jeans material, so you can make use of maybe the chinos. The chinos can go with this, or any fabric of your choice. Let's jump into the tutorial. The measurements we'll be working with: the shoulder is 8/16, and like I said, it's a camo gown. Be using like 18, and we still joining the total of 19 for the sleeve. 18. Let's just work probably 18, 17 to 18. So just make use of your own measurements. The bust is 38, the waist is 32, while the hip is 41. So, and all these circumferences, you know, you will be dividing them by 4. Let's get our starting point. Alright, we are taking the measurements now. We have 18 here for the whole of the sleeve and the shoulder. And like I said, we still join more because we want the hand to be at least 18 here. So the neckline, the neck width we are using is 3.5 for the wideness. The neck width for the back is 1 inches. So for the slope, we have 1.5 for the slope. Let's take the vertical measurements. The shoulder to the bust point is 11. The shoulder to the waist is 16. The shoulder to the hip, 25. The bust divided by 4, we have 9.7, and we are adding about 2.5 inches for our sewing allowance. But this is actually a free gown. The free camo is a free dress. The waist, also adding 2.5 inches. The hip, 2.5, also adding 2.5 inches. And we connect the lines together. And here you come in by 0.5 inches from this lip and connect here. So we'll be cutting it. Go ahead and cut. We'll be cutting it one after the other because this is a heavy fabric. For the hair, we have a little of 13, and we are cutting 12 at the head side. Just ready to shape like that. We'll take out the back, we'll cut out the neck line. We'll take out the back and work with the front. Work with the front. So like I said, the front has a button down. the V neckline. So for my button space, I'm measuring 1.5 inches. I'll measure pipe I will cut will be 2 inches, half inches for the joining allowance. So I'll measure 1.5 inches from where the neckline starts down to the heel. You connect the V. So you cut it out. So as you can see from the picture you saw in my timeline, they use ash. I'm using a sky blue for the button allowance. So you cut the whole of this when you have joined the shoulder together, and also you put an interfacing to be able to hold it firm for the zipper, no, for the button space. So for the two pockets at the front, I'm cutting 9 by 10. The wide is 10, while the length for the pocket is 9. Also going to weave everything around before joining it. So I will meet you at the joining table. Thank you for watching. Hi, I've also gone ahead to weave it around. Weave the pockets and the body of the dress. So we're gonna start sewing. This is the pockets. You sew your pockets. You pick one of the side of the front and measure from your shoulder to the waist. That is where your pocket will start. Shoulder to your waist. You do the same thing at the other side. Always remember to pin to be able to hold the fabric very well. ahead to join the shoulder, the front to the back. You then measure the round center part. I've already go ahead to put an interface, an stay to the button space. So you go ahead to measure it round. What's the number? That is the number we let you use to cut your stripe. I have a total of 89. You start from the one of the hair. So I'm going to change the trend and start joining in every other body. So I'm done piecing the front, the button around one stripe. So we go ahead, and I told you about the sleeve, I needed it to be longer than this. So I'm also gonna have to cut some pieces of it that I will be joining for the sleeve to make it to the length I want it to be. So you just determine how you want your own length to be, and you go on to work with it. I'm gonna have to add to my desired sleeve length, and always remember to stitch, very necessary, especially when working on fabric like this. You need to stitch as much as for the beauty. The beauty as You can use a different size of or color of thread, but I just desire to use the same color, so sometimes I work with a different color while working on fabric like this. You can double stitch it for the more beautiful to come out. You also do the same thing on the other side of the sleeve. Joining the two sides, and you determine how wide you want your sleeve to be, and you join the two sides. stitching. I will go ahead to put my buttonhole, iron it. I will come back and show you the final look. Thank you for watching.